walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is gone. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people with need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot, sharpshooter, superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open y'all eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody
Here comes a new challenger!
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm Mike Watson, your host of Chat and Draw, the publisher of Freestyle Comics, and the most enthusiastic person in comics. We took a week off last week because I was out of town working, but I'm back in town working. So what the hell is the difference? I haven't figured it out yet. When you get an answer to that, you let me know, and then we'll cross the board and let other people know. Woo! This art game, this thing is a hustle. It's a non-stop thing that you got to keep doing. But let's go ahead and get everybody caught up. Kickstarter, Hotshot, where are we at? My thermal printer came in today. I can now print the labels. Lori Foster's gonna walk me through that tomorrow. We're doing that. Volume 1 trade done. Waiting for Volume 2 trade to be done. We should be able to pick that up this week. Start shipping out your stuff. Oh yeah, that's happening. Very excited about that. Spider Squirrel #2 Kickstarter happening right now. Look, I put it in there. I put it in the comments, chat, people, fans, geeks. Let's go. Let's stand up and unite. We got 7 days left on this bad boy. 7 days left on this bad boy. He's just over the cusp here. Let me get Marky out the way. Just over the cusp here, $6,855 with a goal of $6,500. 231 backers. This is a new title at FSK. The more funds we get, the more funds we can create. Let's close out strong on these last 7 days. Again, I put the link for this Kickstarter in the comments. Let's make it happen. All right, next up, Emerald Quest Kickstarter. We hit go. Thank you. We have hit go. We still got 14 days left. Tomorrow I'll probably be announcing the stretch goals that we got going on for that. So hit that up at fskgo.com. Go check that out, spread the word. Make that happen, Captain. We got some fun stretch goals. I think you'll enjoy them, but I'll be announcing those tomorrow. The website, as soon as we start mailing, shipping Hotshot Kickstarter rewards, we're going to be launching the website for FSK a couple of days after that. So be on the aware of that. FSK Day announcements coming very soon. We're wrapping all that up and getting it all taken care of this week so we can get our guest list and everything under wraps and get that out and announced to everybody. This is Chat and Draw episode 180. 20 more episodes to 200. And 200, I'm launching the collection, the Chat and Draw art collection. everything, every, everything from 200 episodes of chatting and drawing in one big art book. Damn a comic book. Damn a comic art book. You can't contain it. We need a big book. We need a big sandwich-sized book for all this art that's going down. Yeah. So, if you've noticed, I've had a lot of chat and draw episodes. None last week because I was out of town, but I've been trying to catch up on the chat and draw episodes that I've missed when I was sick and episodes that I had to push back on. So we're probably going to get to 200 a little quicker than I would have expected. So probably episode 205 or 210 is when we'll get that Kickstarter going for chat and draw. So bear with me. I wear many hats along with my ninja headband, and I'm just trying to get everything caught up. Luckily for me, I've got some really awesome people in the indie community on the FSK team and my family and stuff that are helping support and helping me get these things back underway. So I think that's it for me and what's going on and getting you all caught up and everything. So let's get into this steamy episode of Chat and Draw. All right, let me bring out my guest here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Chill. I think it's time for me to save the day.
Krysta, how you doing?
Hello. I am exhausted, but I know how you feel. You go out of town, you're working. You come back home, you're working. That's how it's been for me for like the last 8 weeks.
Oh my goodness gracious, absolutely understand. All right, we got lore coming in right now. I got the link in the chat. Go check this Kickstarter out. It is happening. We've had it on here before, and right now this is the sequel. And with the sequel, you got to go.
The sequel. Nope, it's the same one.
No, I'm talking about this is the sequel on Chat and Draw.
Oh yeah, it's a sequel. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you get the sequel on Chat and Draw, you got to draw bigger. And you gotta draw bolder, and for lore, you gotta draw sexier. So we're doing a sexy pinup on Chat and Draw today. We're gonna flex our muscles. Krysta, this is before we get into it. I like to say one of the reasons I'm doing Chat and Draw is because I personally feel like I need to work on my female characters, and I was getting a lot of guests with female characters on there, trying to get myself to draw them more and more and more and more and practice drawing. So. In particular, the sexy essence is what I was trying to prove on. So this is right up the alley of what we're looking for. We're going to see if we're going to knock this out today. But
the first one you did was amazing. I love it. It is in the book for the fan art page.
Awesome. That's always good to hear.
Yeah, you were in the lore book.
All right. Well, let's talk about lore. Let's talk like we've never talked about it before on here. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what this story and character is about.
I am all over the place online, so most of you have seen me go by the Indie Princess, mainly associated with Indie Vote. And yeah, lore, if you're into Saw meets Eyes Wide Shut, then this is right up your alley. It is a 80-page adult graphic novel. It's about a couple who go to swinger parties because the wife wants to, and she drags her husband along. And her goal is to get into an all-exclusive, invite-only, top-tier party called Lore. They go to all these other parties, and they finally get into Lore, and they really regret it. So be careful what you wish for.
So both of them regret it.
Oh yeah. I mean, the husband didn't want to go in the first place. He only went because his wife wants to go. And he does whatever she says.
So, does the husband have any say in the relationship? Is this something willingly that he's doing, or has he been beat down into submission?
Basically beat down into submission. I mean, he doesn't want to lose her, so he does anything that she wants. There's a couple times where he tried to stand up for herself, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
No.
Can you talk us through one of those situations?
Cassidy still got away. He wanted, at one point, he wanted to stop going to parties so much because he had a lot of work to do and she wasn't having it. So he gave in.
He gave in.
Yep.
But you know what's the saying? Happy wife, happy home.
Yeah, until they get to lore.
Till they get to Lord. That is hilarious. Oh, legend! Thank you for subscribing for 6 months. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So, where does this story come from? How does this get created in your head and then transferred out here on a paper?
Lore came about because when I was 18, I was kidnapped, and I saw the underbelly of society. And I had PTSD and a couple other issues from it. So writing's always been therapeutic to me, even when I was younger and went through some stuff. So yeah, I put some of what I witnessed with lots of exaggeration, and that is how lore came about.
You say lots of exaggeration.
Yeah.
All right, well, I am sorry that you went through that, but I'm glad that you're able to take that trauma and put it to some creative use. Would you say this has helped you deal with that?
It has. I mean, the PTSD is I deal with it daily, so it's never gonna go away. No amount of medication, no amount of therapy is gonna make it go away. So, I mean, this helped. It kept my mind busy. I mean, there were some times where it got too emotional for me, and I had to step away for it for a little while. But it did help, and from the responses and support that I've got from lore, I'm working on an autobiography comic now that goes into more detail of my actual experiences.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how hard was that decision for you to make, to actually say that you're going to actually tell a retelling of this?
It wasn't very hard. I mean, at first I was very cautious. I mean, it's hard for me to open up to people. But writing situations down and getting it out that way is an easier way for me to let people know what I went through and what my story is. So that is what I'm doing. I'm almost done with the script for the first issue for that one.
So how much work does that entail? Like you trying to transcribe what you went through a comic book, and like how accurate do you think you are, or would you say you're being like 80%, 90%, 70%?
100%.
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm making sure all the details are completely accurate, and the timeline of when everything happened. Yes. Because I mean, it's in my head. The flashbacks I see, that it's like a movie in my head, and I'm there again. So it's super easy for me to write it down and do it that way.
All right. So was this a decision you came to yourself, or was this something that was advised to you? How did we come to making this choice that we're going to actually do this thing and put it in book form?
It was a decision I made for myself. One of my old therapists recommended that I do like meetings and stuff to like get in front of people, like be a presentation thing. To let people know what I went through and reach out to people, but I couldn't do that. So doing this is the best way to get it out.
What was? Do you know what the holdback with doing it the other way was?
Just for me to open up more.
Okay.
Because I mean, it is a touchy subject.
Oh, obviously. Which, you know, I applaud your efforts in putting this together. You know, number one, doing lore, which I guess you could say was like a testing ground for you.
It was, yeah.
Do this to tell your story.
Yeah.
Do you think that was always your intention, or something that just happened?
It just happened.
Okay.
Like when I was creating lore, I had the idea in the back of my head, but after successfully funding on Indiegogo with lore, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this now.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but do you think it was because you saw that people wanted this book, and that made it easier for you to say, well, I want to venture somewhere else. People obviously want to read this content. Let me give them mine.
That, and when the responses I was getting for how lore came about and me being kidnapped and stuff, there was a lot of support with that too.
Mm-hmm.
And people didn't treat me any different, and they're very supportive, and some even reached out like, if you ever need to talk, let me know. And that's why I'm making my autobiography book.
What's so fun?
J-Man said, you need a chair like mine.
Oh shoot, yeah, that chair is fire.
Yeah, and I can change it. I got a remote that changes all different colors, all different patterns.
Yeah, I might have to holler at you after the show. See what you got. Yeah, Jay, man, almost 200 episodes, man. You've been here since day one. What's up, Alden? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Richard, good to have you here. See, we are streaming right now across YouTube, my personal Facebook, the Freestyle Comics page, the Chat and Joy page, and our Twitch channel. And we got people watching us on all 5 of those channels. So I want to thank you all for tuning in today.
Hello, everybody.
Lore. All right, and I got let me hit you guys with the link for that one more time. Go over and check out this Kickstarter.
Yeah, it has 4 days to go, guys. It will end Friday at 8:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So what do we have here on the Kickstarter? What pledge or tier are you really excited about that people should check out?
All of them, honestly. There's something for everybody. I got my PDF tier. I got the original cover tier. I got a tier where you can get lore and the Fetishes A to Z book. For this campaign, I did an exclusive cover done by Daphne Lage.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tier where you can get all 3 books. Then I got my VIP tier, original art tier, and a top dog tier.
What's the top dog tier?
Okay, so it is $600, but you get a t-shirt with the Shocker Comics logo on it. You get the Fetishes A to Z. You get Blair's ring. You get the Daphne Lage cover of lore. You get the original cover of lore. You get the key. You get your name in the book as a supporter. You get an exclusive Sean Howe print. And you get the original cover art for the ABC book.
Oh, wow. So, top dog.
Yes. And there's only one of those, so that's why you're the top dog.
Oh, you're only doing one of those tiers?
Yeah.
All right, your goal being $650, you're over that. We still got 3 days to go, so we want to get you as much as we possibly can on this campaign.
Yeah, I did good. I would like to get more.
Oh, obviously, yes, for sure.
But I am happy with all the support I've received so far.
And you said, so with lore coming out, so you'll be sending this out, because I know you did it on Indiegogo, now on the Kickstarter. Your project is coming, your biography project is coming after that?
More likely that's going to be the next one, at least issue 1. I mean, I
Okay.
have like 9 titles that I have planned. So,
9.
yeah.
Okay. Now, you've got to tell us about this. So, are these all 9 separate titles? Are they connected to this book? Is it in the same world? What are we doing here with these 9 books?
No, I don't have a world yet.
Okay.
I am thinking about doing a sequel to Lore.
Okay.
Me and my husband, it was actually his idea, and we'll be working on that together. Then I got my autobiography book that's going to be coming out. I have one title that's going to have 69 issues to it.
Well, okay.
There's a reason for it. I'm going to be doing an anthology book. And there's some other stuff. And I don't even remember them all right now. There's so much in my head right now. I feel like I'm going to explode.
Oh, God. I get it. I completely understand that.
I'm doing all these shows. Then I got my own shows for my network. And I'm doing college work on top of that. And I'm getting ready for a con this weekend.
Oh, what convention?
Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he did one back in August. That was the Summer Bash one. And now he's doing the fall one.
All right, yeah, I've got to get on with that show because I'm trying to get out there.
It's a lot of fun. And Mark is a great guy.
All right.
That was looking awesome so far.
Thank you.
That actually looks like I had a model come over earlier, and we did a photo shoot.
Oh, did you?
For an upcoming project. I can't give details on that one away yet, but we did a pose similar to what you're drawing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely wanted to. I felt like I barely touched the surface of the sexy with Lore. I think I played it safe last time, so I definitely wanted to push it a bit more in this one.
It was safe, but it looked great.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Like I said, Chat and Draw brings me challenges in drawing that I normally don't get. I write hot shots, so I get to decide what goes in that book.
Yeah.
And don't have a lot of time just to do a lot of free drawing with all the comic work that we do.
Yeah.
Promoting, editing, producing, getting out here doing all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So Chat and Draw definitely lets me have a good time because I kind of never know what I'm going to get unless it's a return guest. And I knew, obviously, knowing you were coming over here, I knew what we were drawing, but you kind of give me the freedom to pick what I want to do with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I did with my artist, too. I had certain things in the script for each panel that had to be there, but then I gave him freedom to choose the colors unless it was something specific and draw what he wanted. I like giving artists that I work with freedom because I think they enjoy it better and the work is better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There is more fun when you get to. I love getting a client that says, "Do whatever you want. I just need the shirt to be red and my man to have a cigar. That's it. All the rest up to you. Bet. Let's go."
Yeah, that's kind of what I do for Lore. Like there were certain times where she had to wear a certain outfit in a certain color, or it had to be a certain race for a certain scene, but I gave him the freedom to do what he wanted. And my artist and colorist is Dave Brown. Also goes by Dave the Supreme. And as soon as my Kickstarter closes and I get the money, books are going to the printer for both campaigns.
Damn, all right then. That's what's up.
Yeah, because the book is already done. I'm just waiting for this campaign to close.
Right. So talk to me about your strategy a little bit. You're the first person that I've had on. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Alvin. Appreciate that. You're the first person I believe that I've had on here that did the Indigo campaign and then took around and did the Kickstarter campaign before shipping out stuff. So,
I know. I did it ass backwards. I know.
I don't think it's backwards. I mean, I appreciate the hustle. I'm just curious, what was your thought process in hitting it like that?
Because most of my fan base uses Indiegogo only. So
Okay,
I'm like, and I mean, I prefer Indiegogo as a creator because I take the money right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to guess what my actual amount of money is going to be.
Right.
Right there, unless they ask for a refund, but I just prefer it that way. But then I had some people that only use Kickstarter, so I'm like, well, let me do a Kickstarter too for the people that only use Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my reasoning behind it. But I think my next title, I'm gonna do probably Kickstarter first, fund on there, and then bring it over to Indiegogo.
Okay.
I'm still learning the crowdfunding stuff.
Oh, looks like you got a handle on it.
Creating comics is, I mean, I've been a publisher for over 11 years now, but I've never made my own product. So all this is, I'm still learning. But I think I've done a great job so far.
Yeah, I commend you. I don't think you're missing out on too much. I mean, there's always more we can learn, but
we can always learn. We never stop learning when it comes to the industry.
Absolutely.
It changes all the time, and we got to stay up to date with what's going on.
Right. Like, how do you feel like you handled the transition during the pandemic? I know you guys were big convention goers, as I saw you at a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Do you think was it an easy transition for you guys to switch over to the home life, versus always going to the show?
Yeah. I mean, we got to spend more time with the kid, and I had more time for school. I didn't have to cram everything at once, and we got more work done for our books. I mean, if we had cons during the pandemic, I don't think lore would have happened.
Okay, so do you think the conventions beforehand were holding you back some?
Yeah. I never thought about doing my own book or anything. It was always about publishing other people or getting my husband's comics out there. I never really thought about doing anything for myself, and with conventions being shut down for a year and a half, almost 2 years, I was able to do lore, and now I have a whole bunch of other titles that I'm going to be working on.
Awesome. So do you think now that conventions are coming back that you are you going to back off on shows, keep the same amount, or do you have a new balance for it?
Well, Grand Rapids is our last one for the year. We've done, what is it, like 8 shows for 8 weeks now or something like that? I don't know.
Wow, okay.
I can't even keep count. So I mean, we're gonna keep up the same amount of shows. Just now I have titles to work on too. during my downtime.
Radio then. I like that. You know what? No, I like how I drew that here. I want to shrink it. No, sometimes you just draw something a very good way, and you won't be able to redraw it that way.
Yeah,
But
that's like photography and graphic design. Sometimes you make those happy mistakes. They're like, oh, this looks great. I'm gonna keep this.
right. But I needed it to be smaller, so. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we having some fun with it now.
J-Man asked about your weather. I know it was really nice today in Michigan, and it's slowly dropping temperature, and it is supposed to snow on Sunday in Michigan too.
Yeah, it hasn't snowed yet. We have been getting the nasty ass frost in the mornings though.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, it really has not been too bad. Light jacket.
Yeah, I just been wearing a hoodie. Today was really nice though. The sun was out. I sat outside for a little while.
Yeah, I sat outside for a little bit today too.
And then I did part of the photo shoot outside with my model. So it was decent. But of course it's supposed to snow on Sunday when I'm packing up to leave the convention.
And where's Grand Rapids at?
It is about 2.5 hours from where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Basically, it's probably about 3 hours from Detroit.
All right.
Something like that. Because I'm 45 minutes from Detroit, so.
Mm-hmm. I got too close on that one. Pull it back.
Yeah, you really went sexy this time. That looks awesome so far.
Thanks. I figured I'd try to give you something fun to play with.
I like it. But tomorrow you're going to be on our show.
Yes, tomorrow will be on your show.
Yeah. I may or may not be there. It depends on how many people come in. And then I also got you scheduled for the 20th for our game show.
Yeah.
That should be fun. I can't wait for that.
Looking forward to it.
How good are you with acting?
I think I'm terrible at it.
But then it should be really fun.
Right. We'll see what happens. I like to say that I am situational funny. So
Everyone that's been on the show has had a great time. Even if they lose, they still have a great time.
awesome. Now let's see here. All right, I think You're ready to start this inking process on her. Yeah, let's go. Time for inks. All right, everybody, and remember, we still have this link. What's up, Doom Smith? How you doing? Got the link for lore. Go give this Kickstarter a check out right here. Oh no! Did you just get somebody to back there? I think your number went up. I might be wrong though.
Mine shows 38 backers still.
Okay.
What program do you use to draw?
Procreate right now. I'm about to get ready to start venturing into Clip Studio.
Okay.
Technical pen. All right. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna look at this hair first. Hair always gives me an issue, so I'm gonna work on this hair first.
J-Man said this is the first pinup pose you did?
Yeah, first pinup pose. Yeah.
Nice.
Trying to, like I said, I want to work on my females. You know, there's a lot of artists that I think are dope that, you know, draw just like very sexy women.
Who's your favorite?
Dude, well, you know, automatically got to give, you know, Adam Hugh a shout out. His women are incredible. I dug J. Scott Campbell for a while, but now they're too formula like now. You know, he just, you know, he has.
That's my favorite artist. Come on now.
That's your favorite?
He is. J. Scott Campbell is my favorite artist. Yes.
I feel like he was better in the 90s and stuff. Like, I feel like because he's so popular now that he just, obviously, you know, but he just does covers. So he has his formula for his covers. But like when he was drawing Gen 13 back then, J. Scott Campbell was nasty for me. I like him. It's not that I don't like him. I just think he's found a niche and he's comfortable with it.
Yeah. But he's good at it. I like his style.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on him because he still pulls some out for me. Another artist. I pronounce her name wrong all the time, but Leela Letts. I think I follow her on Facebook. The way she draws hair, the way she draws lips and eyes, just stupid good. She's stupid good.
I'll have to look her up.
Yeah, I think she would do some dope lore pinup art for you.
Yeah, you'll have to send me her name so I can look her up.
Wow. Okay, here. Looks like we're having a good time today. And then Joe Mad, he's a classic. I love the way he draws hair on females. Ridiculously good. Oliver Coppel, he's fantastic. His women just always have an elegance and sexiness about them.
Okay.
Babs, she draws Batgirl. Well, she used to draw Batgirl. I don't know what she's drawing now. But I love how Babs draws women. And then, you know, there's just a bunch of Instagram artists that I love.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of artists on Instagram.
tons. And then when you get to artists on Instagram, they're drawing, they're drawing all types of women, not just drawing one size and one frame.
Yeah. Brad, my tiara is put away. I'm sorry, I don't have my tiara. I don't have my shoe cam. This is a busy week for me. Well, starting last Thursday, I had, I think, 4 shows that day. I think I had 2 or 3 shows on Friday, 2 or 3 shows on Saturday. Had a show yesterday, 2 shows today. I've booked all this week, and I'm trying to cram all my college work into that before I go to the con this weekend.
All right, you want to get that last minute hustle in, man. As much promotions as you can fit in, as many audiences as you can hit.
That is my goal. Because I got a late start, so I launched my campaign, and I wasn't thinking about our con schedule. So, like, for the first 2 weeks, I really didn't do any promotion for it. So I got off to a late start, but I mean, I did a launch party for it, and I went live 30 minutes before my launch party, and I had 4 backers already, and I didn't even advertise I was live with my campaign. So that was pretty cool.
That's nice. It's always good when you do have those people that just, at the first notification or email that they get, they immediately flash to you.
And yes, I will see you at Grand Rapids this weekend. And that is Variant's new name. I am going to call him Variance. That is an awesome name.
That absolutely works. Whew, at that stage when I'm doing the eyes, I feel like I'm a sniper. I'm holding my breath. Trying to make sure I get these lashes right.
So, would you say that's the most difficult thing for you to draw, or?
Yes. There's a lot of soul and life you can capture in the eyes. If you don't pull the eyes off, which I've had several pieces where I didn't, the piece kind of falls apart. There's so much that you can pull from just, drawing the eye correctly. Got to be smooth. We're gonna do new layers. There we go. Bring this down some. There we go. Now we have some fun. Yeah, but like I said, I look at a lot of different artists. I'm a fan. And I look at watch them, watch their tutorials, watch their work videos, and see how they do stuff. It's like, damn, I hate you. Damn, I respect you.
So, do you emulate any particular artist, or?
I think I do when it comes to, it depends on, what type of scene I'm drawing or whatnot. I know I have a lot of influence from Jim Lee. I know I have a ton of influence from Joe Mad, Adam Kubert, Oliver Coppell, Kari Randolph. But it's like it's stuff that I've seen them do that I like for certain scenarios. So I can have all their influence in one comic book, but at different pages. And I am trying to, like, right now, like, I'm practicing drawing women. And what I want to do is, I want to find my style for drawing women. I want, my look. Although I'm looking at a lot of people,
Yeah.
To help me, study or whatnot. But, I'm still trying to find, so when people see it, they say, oh, that's a Mike Watson. That's a Mike Watson. But that's the thing, though, we're always learning, we're always growing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not just with comics, it's with anything that you do. There's always something to learn.
We go sniper mode again.
She's got some big juicy lips.
Trying there. I believe that you have a style of your own already. I wouldn't want to see it change a bit. Thank you very much, Brad. I appreciate that, sir.
So what's the next book you got coming out? If you can say.
The next book I have coming out is Hot Shot 11.
Okay.
Well, Emerald Quest right now, which we have on Kickstarter, November 22nd. But December, we're dropping Hot Shot 11.
Okay.
Then January, we're doing 5-star number 1. Relaunch. We've added 5-star to the FSK universe.
What is that?
So 5-star is a book done by Tony Clapper, and we brought him over. He wanted to be a part of FSK, and he wanted his character to mix and mingle with our characters. Hotshot, Vigilance. But he also was looking to get his book redone. He wanted to redo the art in that book, and so we used that opportunity to really take a chance and get his character ingrained in our verse. So, he's now got the FSK lore in that book now.
That's cool.
Let's see here. Shoulders are important. There we go. That's what. So looking forward to those dropping. Can't wait to wrap up this Kickstarter and get Emerald Quest out. Been working with that book for a long time, and the new editors I brought on there really helped bring that book to life, I think. And so there was some rewrites that we did on it that I think were extremely needed. So very excited to get that out to people and see what they think of it.
Yeah, sounds like you got a busy schedule ahead of you.
Yeah. And it's hard because you don't want to lose any momentum. Because like we live in a time where like you got to be present to be relevant.
Oh yeah.
Especially as an indie creator. Any ground that you gain, you got to fight to keep it every day and to gain
Yes.
more.
Yeah, that's why I'm working on my script. I mean, I had to put it aside for now, but I'll get back to it once my schedule clears up a little bit.
Right.
It's almost done. I think it's probably about 75 or 80% done, so
Mhm.
not too bad.
Well, yeah. Now there's nothing wrong with taking your time on it because we did release Emerald Quest a couple years ago, but it wasn't like an official release. But now we're doing an official release, and because we still had that book there, and had access to all the files, and we got a stronger editor on the team.
Mhm.
We were able to see the flaws in it, and fix it.
Now, is this a story you created or somebody else?
Well, I will say I started it back in college with a few friends,
Okay.
and it's become a completely different beast now.
Okay.
So I am the writer on it. The crazy thing about it is that this version that we're putting out is the 5th version of it. Yeah, so it was even a children's book for a little bit, and but it's been a long process, and
Yeah.
can't wait to get it out. People start reading this bad boy.
That's kind of like my husband's book that he's working on now. I
Mhm.
think he said he's been working on it since he was 18.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, he had it drawn once, and he didn't like it, so he's redrawing it now. He's
Mhm.
almost done with the first issue. So
Okay.
can't wait to release that.
Yeah, see, that's like us. We had the first 3 issues of our book of Emerald Quest done. The second issue, while it's finished, it was drawn by 3 different artists, and
Okay.
I tried my best to keep those artists on different story segments so it wasn't so jarring.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, when you get editors on a book, and that's what you have them there for. And they brought up some really good questions and concerns. And sometimes it's not about a book just being done; it's about a book being done right.
Yeah.
That book was paid for. All that was paid for and done.
Yeah.
And, but we made the decision to go ahead and get the book redrawn,
Okay.
which is almost done now. But those are what I like to dub grown-up creator decisions.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wouldn't do that, but it's like, well, we got the book done, let's just run with it. And I just figured we already waited so long to release this stuff.
Hmm.
What's another month, fam? What's another month?
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's perfect. J-Man said, "Do you need some pinup sketches of Christina and Midori?"
You would love that, wouldn't you, Jay, man? I am thinking about doing a pinup book though, just like of all the stuff that I've been practicing drawing.
Well, now that people see that you can do pinups, they're going to be asking you for some.
Wouldn't mind it, like I said, all of it's practice.
Yeah. But you're really good at it.
Appreciate it for sure. But you bring the creator on the show. You tell the story that you tell, and you want to deliver on your character. I want your character to look good. I want it to fit within the theme of your story.
Yeah, my theme is pretty easy. I mean, it's suspense, horror, mixed with some drama and sex.
Absolutely. I will say though, this damn lace is a pain in the ass to draw.
Have you ever drawn fishnets?
Yeah, I have.
So what's worse, lace or fishnets?
Lace. I've got a little system down on fishnet, so I'll draw the initial fishnet lines. I'll duplicate that layer 2 more times.
Okay.
I'll combine 2 of those layers. The third layer, I'll put a Gaussian blur on it a little bit to make it look like that sheer sheen.
Yeah.
And give it that shadow. And then after that, it's pretty. It's done. It's believable.
I know a lot of artists I know, they always complain if they have to draw fishnets.
Really?
Yeah. People do not like drawing fishnets.
I don't know. I don't mind them. This lace is, I think that's a pain because you really got to make that convincing though.
Yeah, lace has a lot of detail to it.
Yeah, even though it's far away, it's still got to be convincing lace.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pull that off. And it's like anything else though. The more you practice it, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
So you'll discover techniques and you'll discover little shortcuts for it and stuff. But there's other artists who I just absolutely respect. It's like they don't do no damn shortcuts. They draw that in great detail, and you're like, God, how long did that take you, dude?
Yeah.
But then you look at the end result and you're like, it's worth it.
I think you did a good job on it.
Well, I appreciate it.
It looks like lace. So, I mean, lace doesn't really have a particular style. There's so many different patterns and stuff for lace.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks pretty accurate.
Actually, after drawing some lace, I'm curious. How was it made? I would like to see the factory, see how these lace designs are made.
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's videos online you can look at, like how lace is made.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Because I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna look that up. And then I get off of here. I'm going to just lay down in the bed. I'll forget all about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be wondering, what was that thing I said I wanted to check out?
Yeah, if you forget, just message me.
All right.
I'll remind you. If I don't look it up first. If I look it up first, I'll send you a link.
All right, cool. Bet. That works.
I got one more show tonight, and then I am going to bed. I
You
can't.
got another show after this?
I do, yes. I got a show at 10 o'clock that I gotta do.
I feel it. You're out here working. And that's what a lot of creators are, I'll say some creators don't know or get. That, there are the creators that can just go off of their talent and, they have a crowd that just follows them around. But then there are creators like you, like me, like other people, like we have an audience, but we are constantly working to increase that audience.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't come as an instant hit for everybody. I saw a post where somebody was like, I'm an artist and, I think I do good stuff, but, I just want to be an artist. I don't want to have to post a video on TikTok to show you my studio or show you what I'm working on. I just want to draw stuff and post it and for you to see it.
I mean, that works for some people, but you gotta engage with people. If you want them to follow you and buy your product and stuff, basically you gotta have good customer service.
Yeah.
You gotta engage with people and all kinds of stuff. You gotta treat your company or your art like a business. It's a job.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
I feel like she can cut somebody with those nails. If she had those nails in lore, she might have been able to defend herself a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Not much, but a
love it.
little bit.
I love it. You as the creator, like, yeah, I'll give her a little bit, but not all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fun one here.
J-Man wants to know if you've seen the movie Triple Threat.
Triple Threat. I did see that, and it was trash. I thought it was gonna be really good, J-Man. It was actually very disappointing because I love all those people in that movie.
I don't think I've seen that one. Have you seen Eternals yet?
No, that's the plan this week to go see it. I was traveling. I was in Cali working. Then I had to go. And when I got back on Friday night, I had to get back till midnight. I had to get up Saturday morning to go get my mom because she came down here and stayed with us for a bit. That turned into a full day venture because my mom is super spoiled. And then Sunday, I worked an event down at Polaris here. And so I'm not going to get to see it till, this coming week. I got Thursday and Friday off specifically so I can go, see the movies or whatnot. But while you bring that up, some of these TikTok people are getting on my nerves. And I'm a fan of TikTok, but they are now going too far. They're recording footage of the movie and then immediately put it on TikTok the day the movie came out. So I saw something that is what I believe crazy spoiler in the movie that I did not know was happening. And I mean, before I even realized what I was watching, I already saw like 10 seconds of it. And that's a lot of time in a movie.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, you guys cannot be this desperate for clicks, for likes, for views. Because now you're just ruining other people's experiences now, because it's not like on Facebook where you can start to read a post and be like, oh shoot, okay, that's a spoiler, let me stop looking at it. Like, it's right there. As soon as you flick up, boom, it's in your face.
Yeah, I'm not on TikTok. Maybe I should be.
TikTok's cool. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff on TikTok, man. So, for me, I'm still trying to find myself on there, but I post like the videos that I do here, the replay videos. I post those, and I engage in some geek debate or whatnot on there. But there is good in TikTok. This is just something new that just came up that they're all fighting for it, and like they're talking about the end credit scenes. It's like, dude,
Oh yeah.
what about the 1 week grace period? Or have the courtesy to put on your first screen spoilers before you even start showing anything.
I saw it yesterday. That's why I asked.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
And that's fine.
I give it
everybody
a
makes
low
it.
B or a C, maybe.
Mhm.
I mean, it
That's
wasn't horrible, but I mean, to me, it kind of didn't feel like the rest of the Marvel movies.
Mhm.
But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and they said that. They said it was going to be pretty different from
And it
everything
was.
that Marvel's done.
There were certain aspects of it that I'm like, they really didn't need to put in there. They overdid it on certain things.
You think so?
Yeah. Did you freeze up? Your video is frozen.
Just because I got those actors in. But is the main character series video replay as we go back through the drawing. This one was severely fun. Thank you, Alden. Alden, what do you think? Do you think I should do that book?
Yeah, you should.
Well, we got the link in here for Lore. Please go get that Kickstarter checkout. Here's the thing. If you pledge to it, thanks so much. We appreciate you. But we're greedy. We are small time. We are trying to increase our budgets, increase our books, increase our awareness in the audience. Give us a share. If you don't have any money to pledge, give us a share. That's just as valuable as the pledge. If you are short of funds and you think $1 is insulting, it's not. We'll take that $1. We'll take that $1 and we will keep it moving. Dollars stack up. Every little bit helps. So advocate for us. Check us out. Krysta on here with Lore, an adults-only horror thriller graphic novel in the style of Eyes Wide Shut meets Saw. And Saw was messed up. So I'm very interested in seeing how this is going to play out in this book. Because you go somewhere thinking, I know the husband's like, man, I don't want to go. Like, this isn't my thing. But in the back of his head, he's like, at least at some point, I'm going to have a good time. Yeah. I'm going to win in the end. But then there's no win with the way you set this up, Krysta.
No, there's not. And there's a lot of twists and turns, and they will keep you guessing, and you become attached to some of the characters. So.
All right. Well, we will definitely check it out. Looking forward to it. This is almost wrapped up. 3 days to go. And then she's going to start delivering on these. So, the process is about 2 to 3 weeks on Kickstarter once things wraps up. And then, we'll get, obviously, Krysta's going to update us here on what she's doing and what she's getting to. I'm very interested in seeing the next book and this one. You got some very interesting things piled up that, I got on my checklist. Waiting for the next one. Right, so awesome. I want to thank you for being on the show. Appreciate you taking the time. No problem. It's always a pleasure having you here. I want to thank everybody in the chat for hanging out with us tonight. And tomorrow night I'll be on her show. So stay live for the link, and we will catch you guys at the next one.
Bye, guys.